Hi, my name is Sandra, and this is Fibroids, the Magnesium Peace, as part of the Understand to Heal series. Just a short disclaimer to say that I am not a doctor, neither am I a healthcare professional, but I am a nutritionist who has previously suffered from fibroids, and I'd like to share with you some of the things I did to bring about healing, and in hopes that they may help you too. So let's begin. So during this presentation, it will include what is magnesium, functions in the body, the importance, the inspiration behind this presentation, the research, a research study, I'll look at one, diet as therapy, some food sources, and we'll monitor it as well as a summary. So what is magnesium? Well, magnesium is a naturally occurring mineral. Yeah, Mg is its scientific symbol. It's a type of salt. So you may have heard of Epsom salts, which is something that we use in the bath for kind of relaxation. That is in essence magnesium, and it's also essential for the life. It's also essential for life in our bodies. We need it. It's part of the electrolytes, which shares it with things like potassium, sodium, chloride. It keeps our body in balance. It keeps the fluids in balance. So when we sweat, we release some of those salts. So it's one of the essential micronutrients that we need in our body. And it's also helpful for things surrounding the cardio or the heart. So what are the main functions in the body? Well, it's necessary for repair and growth because it is a cofactor to so many biological reactions in our body. It also helps with the mineral balance. So that's with the mineral balance with the electrolytes in the fluid. It's an essential part of that. Bone density as well is needed. It's needed, and it's actually stored. It has reservoirs. It's stored within the bones, and it's also needed for helping calcium adhere to stick to the teeth and things like that. So it's essential for strong bones, teeth. Relaxation, which is mainly what this presentation is about, it's known as a relaxation kind of miracle because of some of the qualities that it can bring about, which I'll describe to you a bit further. But it has a relaxing element to our bodies. It's also important for nerve impulses, to sending sending our nerves for communication. It's an essential micronutrient for that. Hormonal activity, it helps with the balance as well, and also energy production. It is essential for, I think, APT production. It's an essential mineral for that. And this is just a kind of like a side. I've added this as a side. It also has an ability to be a natural hypotensive agent, which basically means it helps with lowering of blood pressure. But that's just as a side. So the importance. Well, magnesium, as I discussed previously, is involved in almost all the biochemical processes within the body, making it, and that makes it kind of, because involved with everything, it kind of makes it an easy mineral to overlook, you know, because it's not one that kind of rolls off the tongue, you know, as you think of calcium, you know, you don't really think of magnesium, but it is a very important mineral. And it works in opposition. It works in opposition to relaxes the muscles, whereas calcium will contract a muscle. So that's where magnesium has its. I think of that. That's where it comes into its own. So right. So the inspiration behind this presentation today, because I was thinking Magnesium Peace. Looked up a scripture, Isaiah 26:3. Part of it says, "You will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind stays on you." So I would encourage you to read the whole scripture, but basically it's just about how you can feel, you can relax, you can feel at ease, and you can feel at peace if you have a central focus. And for me, that is God. So just knowing that He is there can help me stay within a peaceful zone. So that for some people that might be prayer. For me, for a lot of times it's singing, worshipping, whatever it is. But it's just a way of keeping you in a place of peace. Because when you're at peace, as we've seen in the other videos, you're less likely to be troubled with ill health conditions that can be associated with dis-ease or stress, excess stress. So when I'm looking at the research in terms of magnesium, I looked at this particular paper, which is a research paper around about magnesium status, which basically highlights the fact that why magnesium is such an important mineral, and how it affects us within our body, and how it is lost, how it can be easily lost in our bodies, as well as within the ecosystem as well. So within our bodies, it's easily lost through sweat, through anytime we lose water, such as urination and things like that. I'll go into some as well. So deficiency is therefore deficiency is not uncommon in humans, and this one even speaks about is sometimes it's not actually uncommon in the soil as well, but that's one to watch out for. So chronic stress levels can actually deplete magnesium stress, and when you have a lack of magnesium, that can actually magnify your stress levels. So that's what this article, this research paper is telling you. It's kind of like a vicious kind of cycle. If you're stressed a lot, you need magnesium, but because you're stressed a lot, you're losing magnesium. So it's just going around and around, and it's looking at making you aware of that. So that's something that you've got to look out for. And also teas and coffees, which I looked at, and elsewhere as well. Teas high in tannins sometimes can hinder absorption of minerals, and magnesium will be one of them, because sometimes things like coffee act as a diuretic, which means that you may urinate more, and that within that process you're losing essential minerals and vitamins sometimes. So when we look at diet as therapy, we look at magnesium, if you're looking at taking it for a supplement, for the average adult between 19 to 50 in the UK, this is the recommended nutritional intake is 300 milligrams per day. Yeah. However, requirements may be increased during periods of stress, as I said, because you lose a lot during periods of stress, or if you're somebody that takes regular strenuous exercise because you're losing a lot of water, and that will deplete your magnesium levels as well. So looking at deficiency symptoms, some of the things to look out for could include muscle spasms, anemia, nervousness, anxiety, palpitations, and an impaired ability to detox. All these can be signs of deficiency in magnesium. However, supplementation of magnesium is not recommended for some people, and these are people that may have kidney issues or certain heart conditions. So it's best to seek advice of your doctor to see if you fall into that kind of category. Some of the side effects of taking excess amounts of magnesium can be loose stools, so that's something to watch out for. So food sources should include, if you're looking to just natural sources to get your magnesium, you're looking at whole grain foods. They're usually rich in magnesium. So we're looking at brown rice, nuts, seeds, all these whole grain foods, soybeans, as some people say, legumes, which are other legumes, which would be like black eyed peas, red beans, all those kind of legumes. They're rich in magnesium. Cocoa powder is also good, and also dark chocolate. That's got magnesium. And any leafy green vegetables such as spinach, coriander, as I discussed in a former video, the central ring, because the leafy green, the central ring is magnesium. So if you're juicing leafy greens, obviously I'll leave a link to one of my other videos that talks about juicing. You're going to get a high level of magnesium. You're going to get magnesium that way. So what should you monitor for? Okay, well, anytime you're introducing a new food or supplement, you should look out for any adverse effects, adverse reactions. Some of the foods that I listed before that are high in magnesium or good sources of magnesium are also listed in the UK as potential allergenics. So, for an example, nuts, soya, wheat as in gluten, and sesame seed, those things are listed as allergenic to some people. So you need to watch out if you're going to be including that in your diet. We do produce a 3-day food diary, which is available to download and purchase, and basically it can help you just log food that you're taking in each day over the course of 3 days. Usually if you're going to develop an allergic reaction, it's going to be quite soon, so you should know. And if you do develop an allergic reaction, it is a good idea to stop eating that food straight away, especially because that can be quite dangerous to some people. Okay, so in summary, magnesium is an essential organic mineral responsible for a range of metabolic functions in the body. It is also a necessary cofactor for absorption of many minerals, such as iron. So it's needed to kind of help avoid anemia. And also it plays a critical role in relaxation of the muscles and is easily depleted through chronic stress and strenuous exercise. Okay, food rich sources include whole grains, legumes, cocoa, and leafy greens. So I hope that's informed you slightly in why magnesium is so important. Thank you for watching. Just a disclaimer to say that this nutritional presentation is for information purposes only. It is not intended to diagnose, further Research is recommended to assist you in making an informed decision regarding your health. If you have a pre-existing medical condition, consult your GP or health care practitioner before making any changes to your regime. So, as I said, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to your wellness.